party in Germany, the NPD, and what they do in the last years, they try to buy real estate. They try to buy properties in houses in Germany, all over Germany, and they, of course, they want to set up their party conventions there, organizing their party from these properties. They're trying to buy it. And if they buy it, you can imagine that the neighbors won't be too happy because they have a lot of people going in and out of this right-wing spectrum. And in the best case, the mayor doesn't like it too. And so they come to us and ask, what can we do? Practically, very practically, what can we do about it? They try to buy a house, and they pay more price, a higher price than others, and the seller doesn't care who gets it, at least he gets more money from this party. So what can the mayor do? They come to us. Or you see a CD in the middle here, the so-called schoolyard CD, also from this party. They're distributing this CD, it's full of right-wing music, and they distribute it to pupils coming to school. So they stand in front of the schools, in front of the schoolyards, and distributing this for free. Of course, as an election campaign. And so you're a teacher, you're a pupil, and then you ask, what can I do? What can I do if they're distributing the CD in my school? And you have concerts, you have information stands, and you have, of course, demonstrations, little villages, big cities, where you have remembrance walks, as they call it. You can see a remembrance walk for the deputy of Adolf Hitler, Rudolf Hess. That's what they do. They had a big remembrance walk in February this year in Dresden. It's not in Lower Saxony, but in Germany, in Dresden, where 6,000 right-wing extremists were marching. And you can imagine that at least then you have a problem as a mayor if you have 6,000 people walking there through your city and remembering the Nazi regime. So these are what we call the local crisis situation that we have in small and big villages, or we find there. And of course they can affect the victims, they can affect parents, pupils, mayors, etc. And what do we do when somebody calls us and says, I have a crisis situation, can you help me? We look in our counseling network, who is an expert in this and this and this field, because real estate buyout is something else than talking to a sports club or talking to some mayor about a demonstration. So we get together the people that are expert in this field and build a mobile intervention team, as we call it. And we analyze the situation and develop a solution concept together with the persons. And the most important part is we try to get the people concerned to help themselves. You know, it's not that the mobile intervention team comes and solves the problem. We're talking about people that you can't change overnight, of course. So we have to get the people involved to help themselves, to empower them, to help themselves in the future. The last few slides are a special case we had, just to give you a very practical impression of how this could look like. It's the case of Schneeberdingen. This is a small community in Lower Saxony, approximately 20,000 inhabitants live there, and they organize an annual public run together with the sport club. A public run each year in the summer, and in 2006 the fellowship Schneeberdingen registered for the first time to participate in the run. And in 2006 they participated, that's why they registered, but they did participate in the run. And of course they were using the run not as a sportive action, of course. You can imagine they used this run or this event as a platform, as a demonstration of their ideology, and demonstrate that they are finally arrived, as we call it, in the middle of the society. To show the people that they are not so bad, that they're taking peacefully part in a public run, and that they're changing their image, of course. But as you can see the pictures here, this is how it looked like. So they're taking off their shirts after they run, and you see the tattoos, and they have a lot of friends coming and cheering, and they look at it, they look like you can imagine as they look like, and they make a lot of noise, and then the press comes, and then you have a problem. And this was the case 1 year later, so they participated in 2006. The mayor and the sport club said that wasn't good, but we hope that they won't come back in 2007, but that's what they did, of course. And they ran again in 2007, and there was major media reporting about this event. And so they contacted us and said, what can we do about it? What can we do? So we had many sessions with them, and we helped with the help of experts to get a process running of community counseling, community coaching. The goal was to keep the members away from the run in 2008, of course. So the counseling process was all about the support, education, networking, exchanging of information. But this is not all that you can do. It's not all about not having them run in 2008. That doesn't solve the real problem. The underlying problem is not solved. So we formed a civil alliance. They call themselves Neighboring is Colorful, including actors from all areas of community, local administration, clubs, schools, churches, police, kindergarten, etc. So we asked in the village, who wants to be a part of the civil alliance against right-wing extremism? Because this is the real problem you have. And they formed themselves, and they had the whole year between 2007 and 2008, they had accomplished food events in the community, in the schools and churches. So they make programs in the schools, they work with pupils, they work with people in the church, etc. And we changed the statutes of the club, of the sport club and the run, with a democracy clause. So they included a democracy clause. If you want to join the sport club or the run, you have to sign a statute saying that you commit to democracy values and that you are against right-wing extremism, so against anti-Semitism, against xenophobia. You need to sign it. So we thought that would be maybe one part that they wouldn't sign, so they wouldn't run. And the result is here on the slide here. The fellowship called off their run in 2008. So this was a success, but we have the next run in 2 months. And we're not sure yet if they again participated or not, but in 2008 they called off their participants. That was a good success for the community, but the counseling process has to go on. This is not solving of the problem. This is just, to get the media attention away, the bad press away from the community again. The people in the run using the logo, they had a shirt on, all the runners had a shirt on with the logo of the Civil Alliance. So it was a good day, and we have to see how it works this year in August when the next one is. To sum up, for prevention of right-wing extremist manifestations in communities, we need the effort of all civil actors. It's not about just going to the mayors and saying, this is your problem. That is not the case. You have to involve the whole community to go against these anti-democratic values that are spread more and more among the citizens, not only in Germany. Thank you very much.